Hey, what's up? My name is Angela, or welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be going over my March TBR. So February was not a great reading month for me in terms of I didn't really stick to my TBR all that well. So you'll see a lot of repeats on this list only because they were books that I was in the middle of last month that have carried over already. So I have actually 4 books, technically 3 if we're going to count the Tandem Read as 1, but they're technically 2 books. I don't know. I'm putting on this list because I don't want to add to it. I normally put about 6 books on my TBR for the month, and then if I go over that, it's great. If I don't get to that, then it is what it is. I don't always stick to my TBR either, so here we have all of the books. I didn't want to have these all that I'm in the middle of reading and then add 6 more books on top of that, or just put books into the video for the sake of having a video. So I just wanted to be honestly very realistic on what I'm going to be focusing on this month. So I have 4 books here that I am in the middle of, and then I added 2 to my TBR that I would like to get to this month. One that I definitely have to, and the other one that is like, this would be like a really good palate cleanser for one of these. So I feel like we should make it easy, and let's go through the books that I'm currently reading. I'll tell you like about where I'm at with each one of them, so let's get into it. First up on the list is Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I started this one as kind of like a palate cleanser with the Tandem Read, which is also on this list. I am 12 chapters into it, about 100 pages. I honestly have just been focusing on the Tandem Read and another book that I'm going to show you, and that's why I haven't been really getting to this one, and it's just been sitting here. It's a short read. It's only about 3 something, maybe like 360 pages or so. About 100 pages into it, like I said. This one is about Reese, who's desperate to feel anything, and Sadie, who wants to stop feeling so much. So Reese had took a really brutal hit on the ice during the Frozen Four at his in his college hockey game. He is the Waterfall University hockey captain, and he's an NHL legacy. So now every time he goes on the ice, he like has a panic attack and feels that all again, and he wonders if he'll ever play again or if he'll ever want to. Then you have Sadie, who's really trying to stay focused. She has a lot of family issues going on, custody hearings with her brothers. She's also a figure skater who's trying really hard to keep her scholarship and continue on with skating. So one day she walks in on the hockey captain's breakdown, kind of panic attack thing that's happening, and then from there they kind of have this little thing going on. I am not, again, too far into it, only about 100 pages. It's good. I was just focused on the Tandem Read. There's no reason that I hadn't continued on with it other than that. I definitely want to read this. It's just these other books have been taking priority for me. But this will get done this month, I swear. Hockey season is almost over, and once hockey season is over, I probably won't pick up another hockey book until like the fall. The next book that I am reading is Sinful Like Us by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. My physical book, it says that I'm on chapter 7, but I'm pretty sure that I am way further than that. I feel like I'm like 15 or 16 chapters into this book. I am reading it on my Kindle. If you don't know, the Like Us series is all on Kindle Unlimited. I actually just got the Kindle Color Stall for my birthday. Are you kidding? So I have been like loving reading on my Kindle lately, so I have been reading Sinful Like Us on there as well. I picked this one up one day because I had my Kindle with me. I didn't have this physical book, and I didn't yet have Throne of Glass on the Kindle, which I'll get to. So this one was already in my Kindle library, and I picked it up and started reading it, and now I'm in the middle of this one as well. If you don't know, the Like Us series is, again, by Kristen Becker-Ritchie, and it is the children of the Addicted Calloway sisters. You have Lily, Rose, and Daisy, and then all of their kids are the Like Us series, and then soon there's going to be the Cobalt Empire series, which is coming out. So these are like mostly the older kids. So it's Maximoff is like the first couple of books, and we have Jane here, Sully, Luna gets some books, and I don't know who else gets books. But then there's also, like I said, the Bird and Bright series, which is going to be interesting, which I'm super excited. I love Rose and Connor. The Cobalts are probably, I'm sorry, have to be my favorite. Yeah, so I am also in the middle of this one. We got a lot of books that we're in the middle of right now. The next books that I have that are carrying over is the Tandem Read. Tandem Read has been on my TBR, and I have been reading it since the end of January. Unfortunately, I have still yet to finish it. I don't know even exactly where I am. It's definitely not this. I'm definitely further because I caved. I finally caved and I bought the books on Kindle. They were not on Kindle Unlimited. I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to get this done faster if I just buy it on the Kindle. So I bought both the books. I had a gift card. I downloaded it on my Kindle, and now I am getting through it a lot faster because I don't have to like lug both of these books around. And if I know like, okay, I have enough time to get through the next like one chapter of this book, but then I have to have this book to continue on, like I won't bring both of these books everywhere with me. So I ended up just buying them on Kindle, and I have been continuing on with them. They are about, again, Selena Starduthian. She was going to be the King's Champion, and then this is the continuation of her story. This is books, I believe that this is her 5 and 6. And then the Kingdom of Ash, and I'm done with it, so that's really scary. I am more than halfway done with the tandem read. I just really have to sit and read it. So we'll continue. Now for the 2 books that I've added to my TBR this month. Nothing too crazy. Like I said before, I'm trying to read this hockey romance so that I could try and get them all done before the end of hockey season, because I don't know if I'll read a hockey romance after hockey season. Like, I want to be like in the moment. So the next book that I want to pick up is The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. This is book 2 in the Campus Diaries. I believe it's Campus Diaries. This one is about Diana Dixon and her new neighbor Shane. So Diana Dixon has a lot going on this summer. She's rehearsing for a ballroom dance competition, juggling 2 jobs, and dealing with an ex-boyfriend who can't take a hint that it's over. Yet despite all that, she still has plenty of time and energy to tell Shane Lindy to screw off. Shane just moved into her apartment building and seems dedicated to sleeping his way through her entire cheerleading squad. Sure, he's a tall, gorgeous hockey player, but he's messing with her turf. This calls for some ground rules. No parties in her apartment, leave her teammates alone, and most importantly, leave her alone. What Diana doesn't realize is that Shane's sick of hookups and tired of being on the rebound after his long-term girlfriend called it quits. He wants a relationship, but when his ex comes back into the picture, he pretends he has one to make her jealous, and who better to play the girlfriend role than his sassy new neighbor. Despite Diana's reluctance to break her rule, a fake relationship is the perfect solution for her own ex issues. Soon she can't deny something is sizzling between her and Shane. Something hot and completely unexpected, and it might just be getting a little too real. I read The Ground Fact a while ago, this first book in the Campus Diary series, which follows the off-campus series kids. I know that Diana Dixon is, what's her name? Gigi Graham's best friend, so I don't think that any of her parents are any of those, but I'm sure that she'll be in here, and it follows this friend group now. So, super interesting. It's a big book, but I do want to read it. I heard that it's great. And finally, the last book that I want to read in the month of March is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. This was on my, I think it was, did I make that video? Like, all the books I want to read in 2025, or 25 books that I want to read in 2025. So this one was high up on the list. I was waiting for this one to come out. I believe it did end up coming out in, was it January, I think? So I'm a little late to the party. I did buy it, but I didn't end up reading it. Author Grady Green is having the worst day of his life. He calls his wife Abby to share some exciting news as she is driving home. He hears Abby slam on the brakes when she sees something in the road ahead. Over Grady's protest, Abby gets out of the car. When he eventually finds her car by the cliff edge, the headlights are on, the driver's door is open, her phone is still there, but his wife has disappeared. A year later, Grady is still overcome with grief and desperate to know what happened to Abby. He can't sleep and he can't write. So he travels to a tiny, remote Scottish island to try and get his life back on track. And then he sees the impossible, a woman who looks exactly like his missing wife. I have no idea where this book is going to go, what kind of twists and turns it could possibly bring. Not very long. It's only 304 pages, so very, very quick read, I'm assuming, especially look at the words. It's nothing super insane. So I feel like this is going to be great. This was a very highly anticipated read for me. Being in that video is one of the books that I definitely wanted to get to this year, so I'm happy that I have it. The cover is just stunning. This is going to be really great, and I'm excited. Not too many crazy different books on here. Again, sorry to disappoint, but it is basically a repeat of what I wanted to read in February, but being in the middle of all of these, I can't just put them down, and I definitely was not going to lie for my TBR and say that I was going to read all these books, or even put that very impossible idea out for myself. So I was like, you know what, let's just be honest, let's be real, let's just put out what the books I'm actually leaning towards reading in March is going to be. So I know this was a super quick video, but it's realistic, and that's just what I want it to be. So these are all of my books that I want to read in March. So let's pick them all up again. And those are all of the books. So we have the 4 books that I've already started, and then the 2 that I would like to get to. So we'll see how this month plays out for me. I hope that it's a better reading month for me in terms of finishing all the books that I am in the middle of. I read a lot-ish last month, but I don't want to start any more books until I finish these ones. So this is definitely gonna have to take priority. I'm sticking to it, I swear. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.